Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review and demo on the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I am using the colour Stromboli, and this is a medium sort of shade. It's because my skin is quite yellow, this is like the perfect colour slash shade foundation for me. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm just going to be reviewing the product firstly, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like on and tell you how I feel wearing it, and you know, just how it feels on my skin basically. So when it arrives, it will arrive in this sort of packaging, and I absolutely love the bottle it's in. So it's actually, when you get it out of the packaging, it's in a glass bottle. So it's really nice, and it has like a black lid and then a pump. So the packaging is really good. I don't have any complaints with the packaging. I've still got it in the box at the moment. I've only had it for like a week or so, but I've been using it pretty much every day and I'm loving it. And as a lot of you, if you have been watching me for a while, then you will know that I actually used to love the EX1 Invisiwear foundation, and I still do like the foundation. It's just that the colour was a little bit too orange for me, and they don't really do the yellowy toned colours. They do more sort of warmer tones to their foundations, and they've only got a collection of about 5 different shades or colours, so they don't have a big variety that you can choose from. So that was the only downside to the EX1 foundations. And this, if you look at the packaging as well, you can sort of see the colour difference. And this one's a little bit more darker than this one. And over the day, as the day used to go on, my face used to just look a little bit darker than my neck, which obviously you don't want that to happen. So that's one reason why I've decided to change over to this foundation. I probably might still use the EX1 Invisiwear foundation now and again, but this is absolutely fantastic, and I am definitely you know, in love with this at the moment, and I will be using this every day. This foundation is pricier than the EX1 foundation. The EX1 is £12, I believe, and this one is £32. But I would definitely say it's worth that extra money, just because of the way it feels on your skin. With this foundation, it just feels really light on your skin, whereas with the other foundation I was using previously, it felt really thick. Even the texture of the liquid that comes out when you pump it, because when I apply my foundation, I pump it onto my hand, then I apply it onto my face and then blend it with my beauty blender. You can completely tell the difference. Like with this, it's so light, like the liquid just feels really light, but it's really high coverage, whereas with the EX1 foundation, it was a really thick liquid foundation, but the coverage wasn't as great as this one. So although the EX1 foundation was a buildable, you could build up the coverage on that foundation. With this, you don't even need to do that. And with myself, as I suffered from acne in the past, I do have dark marks on my skin and red marks on my skin, so coverage is a big thing for me with foundations and when purchasing foundations. And I'm really pleased to sort of see that with only, I think, about 3 pumps of this, you know, and because it's a very thin sort of, it's not a thick liquid, it's very light, I was actually surprised to see that even though it's a light foundation, it is very high coverage. You can build the coverage up with the foundation, but for me, every day I don't feel like I need to. Maybe like on a night out or something, I might apply a few more pumps, not that I really need to. And even the other good thing about this foundation, which I really love, and now I'm talking about it, it's actually generally a better foundation than the EX1 Invisiwear. I did really love the EX1 Invisiwear, and because I thought I liked it that much, I wasn't open to trying new foundations, but now I've tried this, I just have nothing but good things to say about it. The other good thing about this foundation is once I've applied the foundation to my skin, I don't feel the need to apply powder afterwards, so the only thing I'd probably do is apply setting powder in the areas that I highlight my face once I apply the highlighter to my skin. With the EX1 foundation, it felt very shiny once I'd applied it, so I always felt the need to apply powder onto my face after the foundation because I felt like it just mattified my skin, whereas this one, it leaves a very matte finish, which is a huge big plus for me because with foundations I hate it when they leave me looking oily, or if they leave a dewy finish. I just personally, I don't like that. I know some people prefer that, but for me, I definitely prefer matte foundations. So this definitely gives you a matte finish. I have oily skin, and by the end of the day, of course, you will see a little bit of shine here and there, but it doesn't, like, my whole face doesn't look really oily by the end of the day, which is also a very big plus. So overall, this foundation is brilliant, and I do highly recommend it for people with oily or acne prone skin, or if you have even, you know, acne scars, it does cover them up. So I would definitely recommend this. I don't know, you know, obviously I don't have severe acne anymore like I used to, so I don't know how well it would have worked on my skin back then, but for people who have similar skin to me as it is now, this is, you know, very good, and it's definitely worth the money. So what I'll do now is I'll just move on to showing you how it looks once it's on. So all I do is I apply 3 pumps to my hand, and as you can see, it is quite runny and like a thin liquid. It's not thick like my EX1 foundation. When I used to apply that to my hand, it never used to run down my hand as quickly as this one does, so this is a lot more runnier. But don't let that worry you, and don't let that make you think, oh, it's not going to be high coverage, because I'm not applying a primer because I just want to see, I just want you guys to see how it looks without any primer underneath as well. So yeah, I don't want you guys to think, oh, because it's a thin liquid it's not going to be high coverage, because that's exactly what my first thoughts were when I first applied this to my skin, but I'm actually really happy that that was not the case. So I put it on the same as I do as always, just all over my face, and then I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend it all out by dabbing it like this. What it looks like with just 3 pumps on, and as you can see, it's pretty much already covered all of my redness on my skin, and the dark marks on my skin. And some of the darker marks might not be, you know, full coverage with this, with just 3 pumps. So what you can do is apply more pumps. Obviously with this, the amount you get on your hand with per pump is not a lot, so 3 pumps might seem like a lot, but it's actually not, because with the other foundation that I used to use, 1 pump actually used to give you a lot of product, whereas 1 pump with this doesn't give you as much. So just be aware of that as well. So 3 pumps isn't actually a lot. As you probably saw when I was dabbing it on my face, it isn't that much. The finish is very matte. I don't feel like I need to apply powder. It actually already looks like I've put some sort of setting powder on, which obviously I haven't, but it just looks so matte that I don't feel the need to apply anything after this. Obviously I'm now going to finish off my makeup and apply my concealer and my highlighter and contour, etc. But the foundation on its own does everything that I like my foundation to do, basically. But yeah, that is pretty much my review and demo on this foundation. I absolutely love it. If you have any more questions about this foundation, then please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!